Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it was time to sit down and do a well-needed catch-up. Hopefully by now you've seen the finals vlogs and I really hope you enjoyed them. Finals for me was a couple of weeks ago now, and I am in a little bit of a weird phase of the course where I've sat all the exams, I'm waiting for my results, and I'm actually having a break, which is really nice. So I thought now would be a good time to sit down and talk to you about what's next. Obviously it's been a little while since I've been uploading. I took quite a long break over finals as well. Literally didn't vlog at all in December. Took most of January off. I was obviously filming, but I wasn't editing anything. So it has been a little while and it's really good to be back and making content again. Make sure that you subscribe if you're not already, because I've got loads of really fun content coming up over the next few months. I'm actually really excited for what's coming up on the channel. And also follow me on Instagram, because that's where I update things like daily. I thought today I would answer some of my kind of frequently asked questions. There's probably about 5 that I get asked a lot, so I'm going to make sure I cover all of those today. Quite a lot of people have been asking me, how are you? How have you been doing? That kind of thing, which is really nice. I'm doing really well. I'm so happy to be finished with finals. I've basically got the whole of February off, which has been amazing. I have been using that time wisely though, because I've got my elective coming up and that isn't cheap, so I've been working lots of shifts at the restaurant I work at. I've been working at the uni as well, doing the interview days, where basically my job is an ambassador for the uni and I welcome interview candidates who are coming for their medicine interview. It is the most wholesome job to have, because I am now basically at the end of the course and then all these students arrive for their interview and they're so nervous, and my job is literally to calm them down, kind of show them around, make sure they know where they're going on interview day. And it's really wholesome answering their questions. So I've been having lots of questions about the UKMLA, the big exam that we sit, that is the national exam. I think if you guys want it, I could make a whole video on the UKMLA and what I thought about it. So if you do want that, let me know. I do need to be careful what I say right now, because there are still other unis who are going to sit the exam later on in the year. They will be sitting a different paper, but still the questions are supposed to be like very similar. So although I can't talk about what content came up on the exam, I'd love to make a video where I go through exactly how I revised for the UKMLA. I guess from the vlogs you can see that my main revision is through QuesMed, PassMed, and Zero to Finals, all of those classic resources that all medical students use. But I did get a really good routine going. If that's something you'd want, let me know and I will get planning that. And then the OSCEs were probably my least favourite exam to do, and I know in that vlog I said I really didn't know if I'd pass them, but the good news is that I didn't get invited to do sequence 2. I explained in the vlog that at our uni we have 2 sets of 10 stations and everyone does the first 10, and then anyone who doesn't hit a certain mark gets invited back to do the second 10, which we call sequence 2. And I found out that I didn't have to do sequence 2, which means that although I don't have my OSCE results yet, I can basically assume that I've passed, which is so nice. But the rest of the results are yet to come. I'm really nervous. I've still got to get the UKMLA results, the prescribing safety exam, and the CSE, which is the Southampton only exam. I get the results at the end of February, so this video will probably go up when I've already got my results. But hopefully, if everything goes to plan, I should be able to bring you my results video very soon after this one. And then a lot of questions about where I'm working next year and when I find out where I'm working. If you've watched my allocations video, you'll know that the country is split up into 19 deaneries, and we have all ranked where we want to go, and then we get randomly given a number, and depending on how popular the location is that we want to go to will depend on whether or not we get to go there. So we ranked all our jobs a few months ago, and the deadline for that closed a few weeks ago, and I've been told that we get our deanery allocations at the end of February. So I probably already know when I've uploaded this video, and again I will bring you that news as soon as I can. That's only step 1, we get given a deanery, and then after that, when we know our deanery, we can rank all of the jobs within that deanery. Where I'm applying in Wessex, there's like 10, probably more, different hospitals that we can work in, and I need to make sure I rank all of those in order of where I'd like to work from most to least. The scary thing about Wessex is or scary or exciting thing, depending on who you ask, is that it includes the Isle of Wight and Jersey in the deanery. So there is the outside chance I could end up working there, which wouldn't be ideal, but that's probably what puts people off putting Wessex sometimes. I would love to work in Poole or Bournemouth, Southampton, Winchester, Portsmouth, somewhere like that. But I just don't know where it's going to be yet, and I won't find that out until later in the year. Hopefully very soon I'll know at least which region I'm going to be working in. The really exciting thing is that we get our deanery allocation on results day. That will be a very exciting and stressful day. Now on to what's next on the course. So we've done finals, we've done all our placements, but I don't graduate hopefully until July. So you're probably wondering what I'm going to be doing for the next 3-4 months. So this part of the course is the fun part. We get to go on our medical elective next. For those of you who don't know, a medical elective is basically a placement that most medical schools offer, usually in the last year or the penultimate year of the course. And what happens is you can pick to do a placement wherever you want in the world, in whatever specialty you want. At Southampton, we get 8 or 9 weeks to do this placement. So the whole of March and April I'm going to be on my elective, which is very exciting. And then when I get back in May, I have my very last bit of the course, the final month, which is called assistantship. An assistantship is basically where, as far as I'm aware, is where you shadow an F1 foundation year 1 doctor for 4 weeks, and it gives you a chance to really kind of get to see what your day-to-day job is going to be when we start work in August. So the assistantship is just like, yeah, the final 4 weeks where you're learning the ropes and you're shadowing before you start the job. That's it. There's 3 months left, 2 months of elective, 1 month of assistantship, and then I'm hopefully done, as long as everything goes well with those. The best thing about those placements is it's literally pass-fail. You just have to show up and make sure that you get signed off. There's no more assessments, there's no more exams, it's just getting the hours of placement done. I guess that means the last thing I need to talk about is where I'm going on my elective. I have been planning this elective since 2023. The uni first kind of get you thinking about your elective in 3rd year, so it is a really kind of long process, and I kind of understand why they do that. Organising an elective abroad isn't easy. I had an idea that I wanted to split my 8-week elective period in half and try and do 2 countries. I'm really hoping that that gets to come true. If you don't pass any of finals, so if there's even 1 exam that you don't pass, then your elective gets cut in half and you only get to go for 4 weeks, and then you have to come back early and revise for your resit. It means that until results day, it's not set in stone how long I'll be on elective for, which complicates things because I'm going to 2 countries and I'm spending the first 4 weeks in one place and I'm spending the second 4 weeks in another place. So what that means for me is that if I don't pass any exam, then I can't go to the second country, which is why I'm apprehensive to reveal where I'm going. But I'm gonna tell you today because I think now is the time. Most things are in place. I've booked flights, I've booked accommodation, I've got insurance, visas, everything is pretty much sorted now. I'm just waiting on the green light from my results. The first country I'm going to is Sri Lanka, and I'm going there with Sophie and Fred, who you met in the finals vlogs, Francesca, who you will have seen before, and then Harry and Chloe, who've definitely been in the vlogs before, but they were in Poole as well with us on placement. So there's 6 of us going to Sri Lanka. My placement is in paediatrics there, and I'll be there for 4 weeks, and I'm so excited to go somewhere completely new. I've never been to Sri Lanka. And then all being well, after 4 weeks in Sri Lanka, I will be flying to my second placement location, and that is in Sydney, Australia. That placement has been really tricky to organise. It is so difficult, I found anyway, to get a placement in Australia. The application process for that started in 2023 and I'm still not fully signed off to go there. There's still 1 more form I need to get sorted. So it's been a long process, but I'm doing it through the University of New South Wales and I'll be staying in Sydney. And so for that one, Francesca is coming with me. So we're leaving Sri Lanka after 4 weeks and flying to Sydney. She'll be doing a placement at one hospital and I'll be doing a placement at a different hospital. Now I've had a bit of a mare with my placements on this one, on this elective. So originally I was doing another 4 weeks in paediatrics at a certain hospital. I got contacted about 2 months ago to say my supervisor, who I've been assigned to, could no longer host me, which was really sad because I was looking forward to doing paediatrics in one country and then another country and just sort of seeing the differences. Unfortunately that got cancelled, and then it looked like I might not even get to go to Australia if they couldn't find me a new supervisor. So I literally applied and I was like, look, I really just want to come to Australia and see how the healthcare system works. I want to have a placement there. I really would love to come. I'm happy to do a placement in any specialty. Please just take me. They were able to find me a new supervisor in a different hospital in elderly care, which isn't something I'm not interested in. It's not one of my favourite specialties, but I also think it will be a really good experience in preparation for foundation years, because I will probably end up doing an elderly care job over the 2 years. I'm very happy about it. I'm very grateful to have a placement there, and I'm just so excited. I really wanted to go to Australia for a little bit just to be able to see what it's like out there. As you guys know, like quite a lot of doctors in the UK do go out there and work for a couple years, and I just thought this would be the opportunity to go and see like what all the fuss is about, what the lifestyle is like there. And yeah, I'm so excited. We also get a week off for Easter, so we're hoping, or I'm hoping, that Jack can fly out and join me for that week or two, which will be amazing if he can come, because obviously I'm going to be apart from him for a little while. That's it. Those are my elective plans. So 4 weeks in Sri Lanka, 4 weeks or 5 weeks in Sydney. If all goes to plan, it is going to be amazing, and of course I'm going to vlog the whole thing. I've already had a lot of questions about how I've afforded it, how did I find my electives, and I promise you, when I get back, I will make those videos and tell you how I did it. But I just want to get it done first before I start revealing all the information. I think I'll leave it there because I've updated you on lots of stuff. The next video will be some exam results. After that, elective content. Hopefully the next time I pick up a camera, I'll be at the airport. Any more questions that have come up from this, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.